Hey there, fellow nostalgia time travelers. Welcome to Chrononaut, the channel that takes you on a journey through the mind-bending, magnitudious, multiversal maze of mischief, mockery, and mayhem.
Today, we're jumping into the chaotic and scary world of real monsters. We're about to unearth some monsters, mayhem, and a whole lot of 90s madness. Trivia 1. Can you believe it? The entire concept of real monsters started as nothing more than doodles on a napkin during lunch. That's right, while you were struggling with your math homework, the creators were sketching out monsters destined to haunt our childhoods. 2. After the success of the Rugrats movie in '98, Nick and Klasky Suppo thought they could sprinkle some darkness within a real monsters movie. But nope. Production was shut down faster than you can say, Ickies. Why? Apparently, it was too dark for the kiddos. We were robbed of a potentially epic monster flick. 3. Unlike the standard animation routine, the voice cast of real monsters did something revolutionary. They recorded their lines together. Imagine that. It's like they were actually in the same room or something. Revolutionary, I tell ya. 4. Did you know that Ickies, the big-eared freak, was constantly mistaken for a rabbit? Yeah, because nothing says monster like floppy ears and a fluffy tail. Oh, and to add a cherry on top, the voice behind Ickies also did Buster Bunny in Tiny Toon Adventures 1990. Confusion level, expert. 5. In the monster world, having two uvulas is as normal as screaming in the dark. Why? Who cares? It's just one of those things that make you go, wait, what the hell did I just learn about monsters? 6. Hold on to your nostalgia, because Ickies, Ablina, and Crumb crashed the Rugrats party in the episode Ghost Story. Nicktoon history was made, and your childhood was forever changed. Who thought a crossover could be this epic? 7. Originally, the Gromble was going to be called the Womble. But guess what? The writers chickened out, fearing a lawsuit from a British show called The Wombles 1973. Dodging legal trouble one monster name at a time. 8. Ever notice that the Gromble looks like he walked straight out of The Yellow Submarine 1968? No? Well, now you can't unsee it. It's like they grabbed inspiration from an acid trip Beatles cartoon. Trippy, man. 9. Charlie Adler, the voice of Ickies, also voiced Ed Bighead in Rocko's Modern Life, 1993. As an inside joke, Ickies occasionally dropped Ed's classic catchphrase, "I hate my life." Because monsters have problems too, okay? 10. In a twist that'll make you chuckle, Crumb, the dude with eyeballs for days, is acrophobic. Yeah. The monster who scares people for a living is afraid of high places. The irony is so thick you could cut it with a monster toenail. 11. Some conspiracy theorists claim Pixar swiped the idea for Monsters Incorporated. 2001, from A Real Monsters. Both are about monsters doing monster things in their secret world. Coincidence? Plagiarism? You be the judge. 12. From KFC straws in Australia to Dairy Queen beach toys, these monsters were everywhere. And let's not forget their cameos in Chip, Endale, Rescue Rangers, Mad, and being roasted by the nostalgia critic. Monsters had to pay the bills somehow. 13. In addition to KFC straws and Dairy Queen beach toys, Real Monsters unleashed a wave of monstrous merchandising. From action figures to backpacks, the show infiltrated the playgrounds and lunchrooms of the 90s, turning every kid into a walking billboard for the Monster Crew. 14. Ever notice Crumb's dad rocking a glove on his right hand? It's not a fashion statement. It's a signifying eyeball-eating accessory. Because when your son is a walking eyeball stash, you need to be prepared for impromptu snacks. 15. In 1998, as part of the release of the Rugrats movie, National Amusements went all out with an animated policy trailer featuring characters from Real Monsters. Imagine getting your movie etiquette lesson from Ickies and crew. Now that's a cinematic experience. 16. Robot Chicken didn't spare our beloved monsters. In one sketch, Ickies receives a rejection from Monsters University, and his mom suggests applying to a safety school in the sewers. Classic monster mom move, right? Brown University might have been a stretch. 17. Ickes couldn't resist leaving his mark on Sweet Pete's bootleg studio in Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers 2022. Among the cartoon body parts, Ickes' mouth and ear made a sneaky appearance. It's like he photobombed the 90s all over again. 18. Mad didn't miss the chance to throw a monster into the mix. In the episode, How I Met Your Mummy, Crumb made a cameo appearance as one of the creatures in the restaurant. Because nothing says fine dining like a monster in the corner booth. 19. The nostalgia critic, that cynical reviewer we all love, couldn't resist taking a swing at A Real Monsters. He dissected the show in one of his Nicktoons reviews, giving the monsters a taste of his trademark sarcasm. Monsters, prepare for a roast. 20. In a gaming showdown of epic proportions, an episode of A Real Monsters had Pat and Dan putting the SNES and Sega Genesis to the test. They battled it out to determine which console had the better licensed game based on the show. Because monsters know their gaming priorities. 21. Greg Berger, the booming voice behind the Grumble, had another gig in 1994, Corn-Fed the Pig from Duckman. It's like the 90s were Berger's playground, and we were just living in it. Double the voice, double the fun. 22. The monsters didn't stop at Ghost Story. The trio of Ickes, Ablina, and Crumb made guest appearances in various episodes of Rugrats. It's like the Klasky Supo animated universe had a secret portal connecting all its shows. 23. Let's not forget the heartbreak. There was supposed to be a film adaptation of A Real Monsters by Klasky Supo, Nickelodeon Movies, and Paramount Pictures. The idea was scrapped because the consensus was that it would be considered too dark for kids. A missed opportunity for monster movie greatness. 24. The monsters didn't just conquer American fast food chains. No, they went global. International kids' meals featured these creatures, turning every child worldwide into a potential monster enthusiast. It's like a monster invasion, but with Happy Meals. There you have it, folks. More trivia than you can shake a uvula at. Real Monsters wasn't just a cartoon, it was a 90s phenomenon that left its monstrous mark on pop culture. Stay tuned for more monster madness. Conclusion. So, there you have it, fellow nerds. Real Monsters, a show that crawled out from a napkin, defied the norm, and left us with a lifetime of uvula confusion. It's like a monster-infested fever dream, and we wouldn't have it any other way. Stay angry, stay nerdy, and keep on monstering.
Yeah, well, that's just like your opinion, man.